Okay, welcome to this lesson with Teacher Kamanga. In today's lesson, we'll try to revise on the speed time graph. So pay particular attention so that we are able to get one or two hints that we need as we are trying to prepare for our exams. So if you are watching us for the first time, you can kindly subscribe and also put a thumbs up so that you'll be able to be notified anytime there are videos like this one, so that you can be able to benefit and do not miss any lesson that you will help you to prepare for exams. All right, so we have a question from 2022 paper 1 past paper. The question is question number 3 on section B. So we'll use this question for revision. Now when we look at the question, it's saying figure B 3.1 shows the graph of a car that moved from a residential area into town. So we are able to see how our graph is, and this one is indicating how the car was moving. So we have sections. We have A, we have B, we have C, and we have D. So we have section AB, BC, and CD. Then on the left side there, we've been given the velocity. Then also we have the time. All right. So the first question saying describe the motion of the car from number 1, A, B, AB. So we need to describe the motion of the car from AB. So AB, it is this part. That is where AB is. So when you look at this part, we're able to see that since this side, this is where the velocity is. We'll be able to see that as the car was moving from A to B, the velocity there was increasing. Okay, we're seeing the velocity, it is increasing. It is not uniform. It is also not constant, but it is increasing. So we need to understand. Now, in this case, we're also seeing that the acceleration, it was constant. The car was just accelerating between A and B. So now, in our description in this case, we can simply say the velocity was uniformly increasing. So we need to understand. So velocity and uniformly increasing. Okay, so the velocity was uniformly increasing. The reasons why we are saying that is because we are seeing the velocity there, it was not constant, but it just kept increasing. Or in another way, we can just say the acceleration was constant, or between AB, there's constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. Okay, so we need to understand that. So I've said either on number 1, your answer can be there was constant acceleration, or you can still put there was an uniform increasing velocity. So those are the answer or the description that we can simply give when we're trying to describe the motion of the car between the section A and B. So we come to BC. So we are seeing BC, it is from B there up to C like that. Okay, up to C there. So we are seeing just this area. That is our BC. So now, in our description to our BC, we are seeing the velocity was constant. So you are seeing there is 6 there. So it was just moving constant like that. So that is a very description that we are going to give to the motion. So BC, there was a constant velocity. Now, if the velocity is constant, we are definitely knowing that also the acceleration is going to be 0. So within BC, the acceleration was 0. So we can still describe this motion in 2 ways. Number 1, we can say there was a constant velocity. Number 2, we can still describe it to say there was a 0 acceleration. So those are the 2 things that we're going to look at as we're trying to describe the motion. So the first one we've tackled so we come to CD. Okay, CD, we are seeing it is just coming down like that. Okay, so we understand that as it is coming down, there is what we call deceleration, the opposite of acceleration or the negative acceleration. So here the car was just decelerating. So we need to understand also that in our description Here, since it is just coming like that down, so there is what we call constant deceleration, or if you like, you can just say negative acceleration. So that is our description. So constant deceleration or negative acceleration. That is your description on CD. Okay, I hope you get it. All right, so we come to B. I'm saying what was the acceleration when the car was moving with a constant velocity? What was the acceleration when the car was moving with a constant velocity? So where we're seeing the constant velocity, it is between B and C. This is where we're seeing the constant velocity on this part. So now we need to understand to say if the velocity is constant, meaning the car is not accelerating. So in simple, the acceleration in this case, it was 0. So there was 0 acceleration. Okay, so I hope that is very clear. So the first one, we have said AB, there's constant acceleration or an uniformly increasing velocity. BC, we have said there is constant velocity or there is 0 acceleration. CD, we have said constant deceleration or negative acceleration. Then B, the last one, we have said the acceleration during this region, it was 0. All right, so this was just a simple revision that we are trying to take. So please remember to subscribe, put your notification on so that each and every time we have videos like this, you do not miss. This has been Teacher Kamanga. Continue preparing hard so that you should be able to pass your exams.